Hello fellow riders and welcome back to Airhead Barn. We are continuing with the engine assembly and today we are going to focus on timing chain. So this chain is the original one. It doesn't have any master link, and in order to replace it we will need to cut it. Chain developed a bit of flexion, so it extended. But when I started the bike, I didn't hear any noise coming from a front part of the engine, coming from a chain department. That tells me that chain was not stretched to the point where it would make any damage to other parts. And then with careful examination, I noticed that both sprockets are really in good shape. And that's what usually happens, you know, when chain did not stretch to the point where it's ruining, you know, other parts. If you are hearing noise from that part, from front part of the engine, that means that engine stretched actually to the point where spring or tensioner cannot compensate for that, and then that can lead to many fatal things with the engine. First, your sprockets will start suffering, and you will, and that will increase their wear. But chain can also break if it's stretched too much, and which can cause really big damage to the engine internals. Luckily, we don't have that here. This bike has 50,000 miles, and around 50,000 miles is, you know, mileage of course depends on a driving style where you can actually, you know, start planning of replacing the chain, or at least inspecting it. If you see, like for this one, that you have a bit of you know, flex and a bit of extension, you know, of that chain stretching, it's good idea to replace it before your sprockets needs to be replaced as well. All right, so without further ado, let's proceed with this one. So before doing anything, make sure that your marks on a crank and camshaft are aligned, so you don't mess with timing later. I have a new spring, so this one will be replaced. Okay. And also rail. Oh. You can see that this rail is badly scored, and you can also see that chain was slapping here at the edge and completely destroyed the rubber part of the rail. So this one needs to be replaced, and of course it's really time to replace this chain. Okay. So this link is actually, you know, the one that I'm going to remove. In order to do that, I'll use Dremel to shave rivets. I already marked that, but it's not easy to work with Dremel right here, so I'm going to lower it a bit down, and then I'm going to bring it up because this is the deepest point where actually I can press in, you know, like links, and then separate the chain. All right. That's good enough. Okay, so now we need to insert these tiny snap ring, and sometimes these kits come with a master link. In my opinion, those are a bit easier to install than these two snappering rings, but this one did not come with them, so we will proceed with installation, and it can be a bit fiddly job, but totally doable. Okay folks, with that we are ready to put front cover on, and this engine can go back on in a frame. Thank you so much for watching. See you some next time.